Alright, see ya, cheese. Thank you for popping in, liking the stream. Appreciate your efforts. If we have a good lift slash cardio slash lift slash cardio. I have no idea what you're doing. Maybe both. That seems weirdly loud. My frames do not feel good. Okay, maybe just in my head. Hit arms and doing some cardio today. Nice. Yeah, my gym is closed today, unfortunately. I was feeling very motivated today, and literally the first day in a while I've been super motivated. I was gonna go on my my lunch break. My email is like, sorry, you're closed. Jeff. My name is Jeff. Wait, that's crazy. My first teammate is literally a guy who's just my first name over and over. That's so crazy. Not ideal touch. Ooh. Thought I tucked that behind him. Hey, Colonel Panic. TB, what you up to? Any good collegiate games this past weekend? I said, hey, my name is Jeff, and Jeff just responded in chat, Jeff. He's nothing if not consistent. Oh, that's a shame. Thank you, Jeff. Let's go, Jeff. By Jove, you're playing instant Pokemon. I'm playing with. No, dude, what the frick? Did anyone else see that? That temporary little freaking lag out? Hold on. I think my controller cord got loose on that one. That's annoying. So when I stream, my pretty much like no matter what, I've always had like minor frame like problemos when you start up. Like I get 240 frames still, but like the game is obviously like 2% off from what it normally is. But every once in a while, I'll like boot up my PC and my games will run horribly, even though all the settings are fine and the same as they normally are. And then I restart and everything's fine. But ever since I did that, I can't tell like what my normal is anymore. And so like now I'm like in these weird situations where I'm like trying to figure out, is my computer performing worse or am I just like not processing it? Haircut. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the barber's was asking me questions today. She was asking me, my hairdresser was asking me some questions today I had never heard her ask before, and I definitely fucked up. And she definitely gave me a cut I have never had before, and I don't know if I like it. So. Oh, there you go. I like it. It's just like very short on one side. She also asked for if I have a hard cut, and I said yes, assuming I knew what she meant. And then she gave me a very defined cut in my hair, or part. And it's a little aggressive, I'm not gonna lie. There we go. Yes, Jeff. Oh my God, he's doing it. What? That was so stupid. That was so stupid. That dude literally read me like a book. Oh my God, he just laid me open and spread my page. Wait, hold on. Let's use a different analogy. Nope. Distinctly, but it looks well. Thank you. I don't think it looks bad. It's just like a little bit. I think I gotta like. There's like an adjustment period. I think haircuts look the best like a week after when it's like grown in a little bit. But I don't know. I just it's a little off from what I normally get. So I'm just kind of like in the adjustment period right now. Luckily, in the past, a lot of my haircuts have to pass by legal, and by legal I mean whoever I'm dating. Oh. Spread kindness, maybe. I like how I said the question mark thing after that guy read my read off of just basically guessing. And he literally said, LMAO, I don't even know. Like he himself was also like, yeah, I shouldn't have gotten that. There's no way you frickin' pogoed on that? What a weird read. These people are psychos, dude. All right, I just wanted to take it past that first guy. Mission accomplished, free shot. That's not ideal. Okay, just wanted to cut that out. Nope. Fudge, dude! Ah, I was like, teammate's not gonna be able to get to that. It's fine, I can get it. I misjudge it, and not only that, but the guys get the perfect counter to fence me out and get the goal. If he doesn't touch me on the sideline there and slap me away, that would have been fine. God! That was stupid. That was really bad. That was a bad first game. Oh, I shouldn't have gone for that. That was just like me being cocky. That was me being like, if I read that, goalie's toast. I was at the shops with my wife and I saw my mother-in-law getting jumped by 3 guys. My wife said, we need to help, but I said no. 3 should be plenty. I like that, Alex. How you doing? Do people really have that bad a relationship with their mother-in-law? I feel like I've had pretty good of the mothers-in-law that I have met in my life. Well, I guess I've never been married, so I guess they're not mother-in-law until you're actually married. But like the mothers of my girlfriends that I've met, I felt like I've always gotten along really well with them. Good, bro. How you been? Well, to answer that and TB, it's a new week, new stresses. My job apparently let some people go in another sector. People we'd hired as full time that we had to let them go because we weren't able to get them enough work. And so it's kind of just like the call was like, hey guys, happy week. Anyway, just a reminder, as the sales team, you're kind of responsible for bringing in money, and if you can't, then we have to let people go. Hee hee. And I'm like, okay. So yeah, that's a little bit of spooky start to the week. But hopefully you guys are doing okay. That was a backward pass just to keep it away from that first guy, but I like the idea where my teammate could have pinched that to me. Oh, that was not the touch I wanted, but that's okay. Nice. Are the people at the job regarding sales? Companies, but no, it's we had a couple on staff people for electrical work, and I think we weren't getting them enough projects. But since they're salaried, they were basically just getting paid to like sit around because we're in this like kind of in between sector of the business where we're trying to drum up new sales and new projects. I think like because everything's kind of recession-y, there's fewer gigs, but yeah, they just kind of said that like we're a little bit down in sales, so everyone's gotta like pick it up a little bit. I'm just like, so it's not necessarily like I'm too worried, but at the end of the day, like, I don't know. I'm just nervous because like at my job, I started up and my original director, like my immediate boss, was kind of like, it's okay. It's gonna take a while for you to get comfortable in this and learn everything. Like our last guy, he didn't make his first sale until like literally 8 months into his job or whatever. So take your time. We're not expecting immediate results. We're not expecting blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, okay. And then I kind of moved on with that assumption. But then he left for another job and we have a new director. And since like the pressure's on, it's kind of changed from like, don't worry about it, it'll take your time, to like, you gotta go. And it's very like weird because I still feel like I'm a beginner, but I'm expected to like get my stuff up with like people at a higher level. They're still cognizant of like my level and they're not like really that freaked out about it, but it just feels like the pressure's been ramped up like way more than I thought it would be or was led to believe it would be due to the previous management. Hi, can you carry me, please? I'm not strong enough to carry a human being, I'm sorry. Okay. I hate people who play twos. Not really sure what you're going for there, but okay. What's 9 plus 10? It's about 21, right? Buddy. Buddy, I really gonna need you to answer for that one. Well, it's not a new director in that they hired someone new. It's more so like it was someone who worked in a different role and now is taking back over the sales team. So like they know what they're doing. It's just more so like I just feel a little stressed because in the past it was literally just like not like necessarily babying me, but it was very much just like, hey, don't worry, man. Like you'll get there. It's okay. And you know, we'll take your we'll handhold you and we'll get you a lot of experience and you'll be in the trenches and we'll get your feet wet and all that stuff. But don't worry, like you'll take your time, you'll get there. Everyone learns, you know, slowly at first, but we're gonna keep like giving you a lot of information, a lot of tasks, and you'll learn. And I like that, but the issue is like now it feels like it's a lot more high stakes and I'm like learning on the fly how to do things while I'm actively doing them at a high level. And it's like, I don't know, it's good exposure to like how you should do things, but at the same time, it's incredibly stressful. I haven't really opened up to management too much about it, but it's something that's definitely stressing me out a lot from time to time. You know, still super thankful for this job and whatever, but it's like, Yep, that's babying. I mean, I understand it is babying me, but at the same time, it's like I'm like 3 months into a 3 months into a role in which the first sales people make are usually like 9 months into their job or something, and people are just like, gotta call accounts, gotta get people, gotta start your also, I'm not like jumping into fresh accounts. I am literally creating my own territory for them. So it's very like, I'm getting good guidance and the mentorship's good and the support is good. I don't feel like isolated or bullied or anything. It's just a little stressful when it's like you're kind of doing a job by yourself and having to figure out how to do that without like existing reputation or referrals or anything. I bet. Do you like guacamole? I actually don't like guac at all. I've never enjoyed guac on anything that I've eaten. It's actually one of my least favorite millennial trends is every restaurant now, in order to charge more money for a dish, will add guac to it. And I'm just like, that is like such an unnecessary ingredient to make a dish good. Sales for cybersecurity? Yep, I work in physical and cybersecurity. I'd say more data security, maybe not cyber security, but. Oh. Ooh, no dunk, okay. You're great as long as I feel you care. I mean, I'm doing pretty good at like making these connections initially and all that. Again, it's just like the stressful part is just the fact that I feel like my initial onboarding was very like, hey, we're gonna get you up to speed, take your time, just do good work and, you know, we'll get there. But now it's like, okay, snap, snap, let's go. And I feel like I'm being held to the same standards as people with like 4 to 20 times my experience, and that's where it gets a little weird. They're good at like reminding themselves like, oh, right, you might not know how to do that. Oh, wait, you don't have that like connection yet with the channel partner or whatever. So they're good about that, which is why I said like, I don't feel like I'm getting bullied or anything, but it's just like, I don't know. It's very stressful to be told like, hey, we got to get numbers up. And then meanwhile, I'm, you know, someone who's literally just a drain on the company until I start activating these accounts. Ooh, hell, okay. Gotta get out. Oh, I'll try to go underneath that. Okay. Oh, you're gonna get bumped. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, you were taking a long time to turn. Nice, goal. Really? Okay, he just let me have it. All right, interesting. Choose mains. Oh boy. All right. Oh, sorry, teammate. I wanted to catch that one more time. There's no way you got flicked, right? Okay. Wait. Okay, we're good. Well, it's not even quotas. It's just like I'm just having to. I was not sure how much boost he had. I also could not tell how much boost he had at the end there. Hey, Somo-san, thank you for the tier 1. Yeah, it's not a quota. Thankfully, it's just trying to get. The only quotas I think we have is like trying to outreach to enough people. I think that's mainly just to make sure we're all keeping ourselves mentally accountable, that we're actually trying to do active, like, because we have a lot of like leads, so it's not like cold calling, but just trying to like refresh prospects in our list and make sure we're actively chasing opportunities versus like just assuming, you know, we'll just get stuff mailed to us by channel partners or whatever. which is fair. But I'm more so just trying to figure out like how to build that relationship. For example, like if there's a local state university, like who do you call? Which departments need services? Do they have a current integrator that we need to deal with? Like, if so, how do I get a meeting? First off, how do we even get on the phone with them? Because 99% of the time, those people will ignore those calls, or you'll just get voicemails. Their emails are for generic emails. How do you get their actual work email? You know, like just random stuff like that. Like, it just this kind of weird situation that I am navigating. Man, yeah, it's like cold calling is like some of it. Like, obviously, when we're trying to build, for me, it's a lot of cold calling. A lot of my other people, they still do that, but for the most part, they have a lot of like active leads and accounts that they already have. I'm inheriting 10 of my bosses that she literally can't handle anymore, which is just because she's doing so much because she took over a different role. So I'm gonna be, you know, hopefully nurturing those. Kyle, nurturing our super chat. Quick little 20. I really should have chowed that. Ha ha. What is going on with my frames, chat? Is anyone else seeing that? Oh, I really need to know that. Oh. What is going on with my frames? Why is this happening? I'm like jumping around from like 220 to 240. That's the horrible setup I am. Holy. You underhit that like crazy. Oh, well. Rocket be laggy. No, it's not laggy. It's my game. Like, I'm losing a frick ton of frames. I have no idea what's going on there. This was happening earlier. I literally restarted my PC. I have no idea why it's doing this. I guess I'll figure it out. Thank you so much, Kyle, for the 20. Hopefully you're doing all right this fine Monday. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with my frames right now. It's pissing me off. Ugh! 240 hertz taco top shelf set every day. Oh no, I do like this job. It's a job that like I got recruited for, not recruited for, I got recommended. And they say the company culture is really good, and it is, but it's just, I think for me, it just sucks because I'm in the beginning. Like, once I feel like my territory is a bit more stable and I have more connections and I can network and talk off that, I think it's going to be a lot easier. But for right now, it's just like I'm in the trenches every day, it feels like. I'm also progressively getting to a point where I can't just work 40 hours. I kind of have to put in extra hours because there's just too much to do. I didn't even see that. Guy flipped back and own goaled it. I didn't even see that. Oh no. Wow, he got pre-jumped. Holy chat. You can't be throwing that one out for me. Hey, Queen. We might have to play on borderless, Chad. This is like really irritating me. The frame rate is like dipping like 20 frames every once in a while. Ooh, I played the block and he freaked out a little bit. Okay. We love it, Kaya. We love it. Get the save. Nice. That's a brave touch by them. I'm like, no way you have that next boost. There you go. Yeah, I was like, they're low boost. I just got to put that on target, and then if nothing else, I'll steal the boost. Remember, chat, you don't always have to challenge everything. Huge thing that I feel like is lost on people when you play 2s especially, but also 1s especially, is a lot of people want to be on the ball all the time and just be directly pressuring. Sometimes just kind of like let them freak out. Like if you know they're on low boost, you don't have to chow that. Nah, that was a heavy touch. That was not meant to be that heavy. I overestimated how far that ball would bounce. Can't demo him. It's fine. Kai still gets that. Yes. Oh, hello. We're gonna flick that high just because KC was back far enough that I wasn't sure. No, I wanted to pinch that. Wait, I could have sworn teammate left that. I'm gonna get high on this one and then immediately bail and then try to play this pass. And that's what happens, chat, when you play smart. Especially when you demo this guy. Oh, that didn't work. Do a ball air dribble, okay. Ooh, that's top shelf. Okay, should be a goal. Kaya? No boost. Sad. Are you locked in? Sure. I don't know how that's gonna bounce. Okay, I'll tell something like that. It's a weird corner. I like Kaya. We're gonna tap that light at the corner because I think Casey's not gonna be able to gather it the way that they want to. That's fine. Get a block. I can probably grab a pad. Kai, you need to get that? Nice. Nice cut, thank you. We're gonna fake that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! Uh-oh! Shroom! I didn't pick that second guy, he just missed. Hey, Shiny. Alrighty, good pressure. All right, well, I didn't do an air dribble in that game, so I will, I'll do it in free play real quick. It's been a while because my parents' birthdays are close, so I've been busy. You guys planning stuff? Going to dinner? Oh. Ah. W win? Yeah, we're happy with that. You're fine, CC. I've actually been kind of, I did stream the other day, but it was not a vertical stream, so company you guys didn't get the noti. It's also me, it was me casting for collegiate. Something I do from time to time. How do you do that? Do what? Do an air dribble? It's matching the speed of the ball, and then as soon as you do it, you boost. I always recommend diamonds start getting used to doing that. It's a good skill to learn. Just take it to your backboard, get a soft touch, and then just get underneath it, and then once the ball stops bouncing super far off your car and it's kind of settled, then you boost. Should be fine. No! If I had more boost, dude. Nice. Sent you on a connect in LinkedIn? Never! But I'm surprised you found me. I guess you just Googled my username, found my name on Wikipedia, then search by Wikipedia. I have not updated that at all with my new job, so thank you. But I despise Wikipedia. I have an immediate visceral fight or flight reaction to that website. I'm sorry, it looked like you fricked that up. So I was like, oh, okay, I can get it. Bonk. Who did it? Rigged. Felt like I got there. On Friday, can we play? I do not play with anybody I do not know. Bro, my teacher's been tripping. This dude does Spanish broadcasting for balls. Took my phone because I was telling my mom I love her. I'm super lost on what you're talking about. Your Spanish teacher is the guy who does Spanish broadcasting for the Tennessee Volunteers? Was that how that sentence was meant to be read? You'll trust me, sales and moving up is all networking. Yeah. You're playing with my teammate? Well, I'm gonna need him to lock in. Need these twos. It's twos, Omar. Okay. Oh, this one? Dude. That would have been cool if you had boost. The problem is, like, now you're just, like, in my way. What? Did he? Oh, he stole the corner boost. I was about to say, I'm like, where did he get that? I'm like, he just used like 70 boost. Man, it's annoying. A lot more viewers than usual. I don't know what the viewers are, but okay. If anything, it might be because I've started scheduling my uploads again for shorts, so Algo is actually like, hey, look, this guy is alive. Oop. Is it Italian? No, it's Croatian. Close though. So personally, I would get pads and not move up field with zero boost. That's just me though. Hey CZ, don't give me live updates on viewers. You can just leave it vague, like, hey, you have a lot of viewers, cool. Because people don't understand. It's like literally like trying to clock how many people are in a subway at a current moment. Whoa, it's 50. Whoa, it's 65. Whoa, it's 112. Wow, it's 5. Wow, did you know it's like, dude, it changes all the time. Like, you don't have to give me a live update. Feel free. It's fine. The frick are pads? That's a good question, actually. Chill Cat Dead. No one knows. Hey, it's threes. Always a scary sign when I recognize the entire other team and my teammates are randoms I've never played with. Oh! Try to get a light little touch there. The new age Ohio State? Yep. I had to shoot that one low. I didn't mean it for to be that weak of a touch. Yeah, look, I stole that corner boost and the mid boost from my teammate. That was really funny. He literally dropped a need boost and he was just like, idiot. I'm like, yeah, my bad. I was vibe rotating on that one. That ball went right through that teammate. All I do is the gold to are able to air dribble and everything. then you should practice aerialing. Close. You got that voodoo. All right, nice. I was playing a 50, but that works too. Are you having fun? I'm having an all right amount of fun. Shades, what's up with you? Are you having fun? There's no way your name is that in-game crazy fan activities. What? Who's he talking to right now? Is Yapfa some like streamer name or whatever? Nice. Bonk. Nice. Only when winning. Valid. Who the heck is Voodoo Fries or whatever? Is this like a football player or whatever? This is like a internationally ranked badminton pro. Is this a guy who plays bocce competitively? Someone Google that guy for me so I don't have to. Oh, thought he tried to possess that. That should be straight down to our third. Ooh, wow, good speed. I did not think he'd hit it that hard near post. Plays lacrosse. Is he French? The most unplayed sport. Dude, honestly, it's so funny to like tune into ESPN and it's like, hey guys, you watching the NLL, or the PLL, the Professional Lacrosse League? And I'm like, what? Hey, Carson. Hattie, whoop. Actually, do I have all four? No, I have Hattie. I'm just saying because people don't know what to do. Oh, I was about to say, I'm like, what? Lacrosse, I think, suffers from a lot of things in that it hypothetically should work, but it's too big of a field and too many players to make defense, like, as difficult as it probably should be. And it can be high scoring, but every lacrosse game I ever watched just feels like it's a lot of waiting around. It's a lot of, like, possession, jogging around the back of the goal, catching the ball, and then, you know, cradling it a little bit, and then you rotate out again, and then you occasionally rip a shot and it goes wide, and then it goes out of bounds. And they got to keep going over, and just like, dude, this is so, like, I don't know. It just feels very slow in a way that isn't conducive to a spectator enjoyment. I bet it's super fun to play. I feel like the technical skill of it is pretty ridiculous. But for me, I'm just like watching. I can't watch it. Have you played COD, buddy? I grew up in the golden age of COD. What do you mean? Noise, yappa. Oh, sorry. It does kind of come off as like a frat guy sport. It's the first thing we ever appropriated from the Native Americans. We saw people playing lacrosse. We're like, yo, sick. I want dudes in polo shirts and using their dad's money to buy expensive equipment playing this around the clock. I wonder what the salary is for a professional lacrosse player. I'd have to think it's like they're making like 60K a year. I'd have to assume it's like a semi-pro type of salary. The people who play it, that turn me off of lacrosse. I gotta get that though. There's a lot of people I've met who play lacrosse, and they're not like bad people, but I'm just like, I don't know, man. It attracts a certain type. I got a win with 26 kills, 0 deaths, 0 assists. Now I was doing solo v quads. Good. Go to a prep school, but the thing in our hood area, so we got thugs in our area, so we don't eat suburban people. I live in the country though. Wait, you live in the hood, but you're in the country? Isn't the whole point of the hood a neighborhood, as in it's a part of a city, which is like the opposite of in the country? The school is in the hood. You live in, okay, so you live personally in the country. How long is your commute then? Fake background. Medi, that's all you ever say. It's Jeff! Yes, Medi, it's funnier the more you say it. Nope. Oh, good save. Oh, hell, my bad. Yeah, good read. Brett! He'll tap that out. He didn't. Good fake. Hey, 21 Pilots fan. Is the background fake though? No. I'm not even sure like who that meme is supposed to refer to. Is there like certain YouTubers that actually stream in front of like some AI generated freaking fake gamer room stream? Feels like so much work and probably doesn't look good, you know? That's really good, man, what a pass. These guys are actually locked in, I'm not gonna lie. Nah, Jeff, it's not your fault. I just didn't expect you to hit it out like that. Ultimately, I don't know if we're stopping that. That's a very easy shot, and he gave it up to give a really good pass, so I think that was kind of gonna be a goal 99% of the time anyway. Ugh, love missing my scoops. That's fine. Did we chat goal? Oh, right. I've yet to change the chat goal. I should probably do that. Okay. I was gonna go for that, but I figured he was gonna go for the demo, and they took a little too long to do it. Ugh. Man, this is bad. Okay, let's try this again. It was just sloppy. I thought that guy was gonna turn and shoot because I saw him dive in, so I was like, oh, I gotta get near that. But completely underestimated. Need to stop slowing down. Should be a goal. Nice. Okay, there's one. All right, now we change the super chat goal. Ding. There you go. And then we grab the corner boost just because that kickoff wasn't the best. Teammate ego chows that. That's fine. He doesn't get that. Oh, the bonk. Yeah, I bailed on that. It was like that guy actually got closer to it than I thought he would. Okay. Well, on for it. Dude, these guys are pretty locked in, I'm not gonna lie. These are probably the best players we played. They're actually like making smart challenges and timing stuff well. And to think this game started with me almost dunking them off a pre-jump. Ah, I was a little high. I was like, I need to put that on target. It's probably in it, but I do. What the? Oh, you hit it up. Okay, okay. Dude, these guys are so confident. They're randoms. They're like actually just ego challenging everything. All right, well, not a great game. More a game we lost than they won. Oh, a lot of mistakes. Got to clean those up. Sad. I was wondering if anyone could give me some progression tips for hitting my first double reset. I'm assuming you're someone who probably should not be learning that stuff in the first place if you're trying to rank up, so I don't really know. But if you're trying to hit your first one, I think it's literally just about timing. Like, that's like what double resets are anyway, is just learning how to, you know, get your first one and then be able to time like how the next flip kicks in so you can catch it with a reset. Well. I changed the Fennec and we lost a game. That must be a sign. We should go back to the Octane. God, so many stupid cars. What happened to my freaking preset? Alright, well, I had a preset in mind and I have no idea what happened to it. Saying champ 2, champ 3? Okay, that's fair. I'll give it to you then. Yeah, I'm just kind of sick of all these players coming in. I think I judged you prematurely because like there's so many frickin' nerds coming in chat lately that are like, hey, I'm plat. Not even like, I'm like gold 2, but I'm trying to learn how to quadruple reset into a musty. Any advice? By the way, on an unrelated note, I don't know how to rank up. And it's like, could it be because you're trying to learn something that has nothing to do with competitive skill? And they're like, what? No, it would only benefit me to know these things. And it's like, would it though? But it kind of sounds like you're just kind of hoping and praying that that's gonna help you. I hate everything about that. I literally took the time to block that away, and he lobbed it over me by like 1 pixel. Ooh. Sure, against level 5 by double resets, I can finally get out of silver too. That's kind of the logic. I wanted to make a video about that. Holy crap, teammate, he just walked through you. There's no boost. Hello, Bandit. The issue is like a lot of people are like thinking like, well, players at a high level are good because they can double reset. And like, no. They are good because they are good at the game and can also do a double reset. Those things are not exclusive. You can get all the way to SSL without ever flip resetting. Like, you'll be fine. But people have this idea of like, oh, Chief Beef, oh, a Vample, oh, frickin' Coconut. They're all SSL because they can do those things. It's like, that's not how it works. It feels like that's how it works, but it's not. Ah, that was a good goal. You missed! Ah, that was me hoping I could catch up to it just to deflect it. That's fine. I was like, as long as it doesn't dish it, we're fine. Okay. Click. No! My 4 tires didn't grip, so my jump got glitched off the wall. That's really funny how that guy demoed him, left it on 2v1, and then left his teammate to 1v1 me, and it was just like, why not just stay in the middle and then collect your free goal? That was a little over-aggressive, but I was wondering if that guy would be a little cocky and think I wasn't going to chow that immediately. Interesting. Master Ninja, I am a huge fan of the fact that you are always a zip code away every time I'm on the ball. I'm not really sure why you're waiting for the ball to just perfectly bounce to you, but... All right. I heard him pressure. I was like, maybe I can catch him off guard with a shot. Yeah, well, yeah, that would bounce. Ah, man, that was a really bad touch. And I was like, is he really going to try to rescue that? And he isn't. He faked it. Well done. I took a really wide turn. I made the mistake of thinking a twos player wouldn't aggressively chow that ball. All right, it's giving. I learned how to freestyle, and that's how I got to this rank, but there's no other reason I'm at this rank from my teammate, so. All right. He knows how to get a reset and then musty it directly up in the air off of, or flip cancel stall it, but I don't think I saw a single other thing out of him in that game that was inspiring confidence on Fort. You gotta crawl before you sprint. People are like, nah, I want to do a light jog right off the rip, and if I can't, then I'm never playing this game, this garbage game again. I think that's the one thing comp games really reward you with. Like, it's very hard for like a person to just be a prodigy at these games, you know? Like, even players who go pro in this game really early, like 5UP had like I think he only had like 1,000 or 1,500 games before, or hours before he was able to basically be pro or rank A, rank X, which is like really impressive. But the thing is, like, the fact is it still took him like 1,000 hours, you know? Like, no one is playing this game for like 100 hours and being like already very good. And I feel like with comp games like that, like no one's playing CS for, you know, if they've never played a shooter before, no one's loading up CS or Val or something and being pro level after like 100 hours. Like, you gotta really lock in. How long have you been playing this game? I've been playing this since 2016. I have, in terms of actual playing, I have no idea, but between coaching and casting, streaming, and all that, I have like we're almost at 14,000 hours. Oh. Cool. I don't know who put that number in, but yeah, it's wrong. Yeah, I don't think Steam has like an API, so there's literally no, oh, okay, well, I thought there was a second guy there, but okay. Yeah, I don't think Steam has an API for hours, so that command is basically useless the moment you put in a new one. Or after an hour, I guess. That's crazy. That's wild. I shot it so light and you still got it. Sure. Got gated. Air mechs have always been bad. Kind of shows game sense to learn. I mean, I literally got SSL without really knowing how to air dribble at a level that I would think was actually good. I got cheated up like a mofo. He was on that thing immediately. Oh no, okay, never mind. That guy literally got bumped into by his teammate, and then his teammate pool shotted it forward. That's why the ball went forward. I was like, he could beat me to that really fast. I say as my teammate got mid boost and then proceeded to move upfield, question mark? Brain damage, question mark? Oh, never mind, he was really slow off the kickoff. Okay, well, I'll give him a little bit of reprieve on that one. Sad. Ah, that's a goal if I sped up a little faster. That guy was cheating up so hard on that. Ah. I was like, but why are you all the way over there? Why is every rotation all the way back? Why is every other twos player in GC2 and GC3 a smurf? Or not a smurf, a boosted player. Okay, you got that. You have new boost, that's fine, take a 50. Well, you tried. That's actually insane, you still got that across. Dominant hitbox, for real. All right, teammate, stay. Almost. That's a rough adjustment by him. Oh, nope. He hit that heavier than I think even he wanted to. Our Panzer's kind of a psycho. He's just kind of going for stuff. Fortunately, no more boots. You got to catch and flick. Catch and flick. Nice. Panzer's gonna get one more. I'm a bot. Damn, Panzer is like just, he's on it. I'm not even paying attention to some of these reads. Open goal. Nice. All right, well done. So I chill then once, I get mad and I'm only broken 3 controllers in 1 table in 450 hours. That's an insane amount, I think. You say only as if that's like a normal amount. Buddy, that's a lot of damage you're doing. No! Oh, teammate, I had so little faith in you to score that. I'm just gonna trust you're gonna take that slow. Yes, you are. Hey, Extreme, you wanna flick that? You wanna flick that? You wanna flick that? You wanna flick that? You're gonna air dribble, aren't you? I'm gonna fake that. Oh, actually, that would have been almost the sickest setup of all time. I was considering faking that, but then they actually were reading the aerial. Honestly, probably should have bumped him. I don't think that was in, but it would have been close. Ah, I got the little touch. It's fine. Interesting. You got that? Okay, well. I like it. Take 50. You can win it. One more. Panzler. Let's go! Wow, wow. Just subtle plays and taking good aerials. Though we shouldn't have won that. That was a weird one. Sometimes a long day of high school physics and then getting destroyed in Rocket League, I need to vent some anger. Yeah, maybe don't do it in a way. I mean, if you're paying for all that, then fine, whatever. If your parents are paying for it, they're saints, because that's a lot of controllers, dude. How you doing, Chris Flores? Forgot if I said hi to you, so I'm just gonna say hi again. Sneak back off before you have your parents go to sleep. Everybody says, you're good at this game? We're all right. Hello, 21 Pilots fan. I love Rocket League. I do also like Rocket League. Why are you spending all day on physics? Bro goes to a specialized high school. They're training those kids like they're in a crucible. You're gonna be a physics main. I was about to say physician. What do you call someone who specializes in physics? Physicist, there it is. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. I was like, I wonder if he's gonna be selfish enough for pass. Nah, I think it's a physicist. which is exactly why you call people who do science scientists. Scientists. Duh. That's why we call people who do psychology psychics. Oh. Is this league? Because I am in the bot lane right there. As in, I'm not doing anything. Call him astrologist? Yeah. Sorry, buddy. Didn't mean to flat tire you there. Ooh, get dusted, buddy. All right, GG's. This has been fun. Oh. Okay, so physician is a doctor. A physicist is a guy who does actual physics. I misspoke with physist. Okay, there's one. Going to engineering, so lots of physics. Yeah, but we were saying you're doing high school physics all day. What do you mean? I'm assuming there's only like one physics course you can take in high school, like unless you're taking like college courses. But you said high school physics, you're not. That's insane. You just saved it to your random's perfect air dribble. Nope. Well, bad catch. Yeah, that kind of sums up that game. Well, if we wanted to hand them 4 goals in the first minute, then maybe we should have locked in. So that's only par for the course. No one gets to play well that game. That was a little bit farther back on that catch. What card do you use the most? The Octane. That works. Not really sure why that guy slapped it as hard as possible on a ball he did not have to do, but either way. For what we were talking about before, guys, the guy on the other team can... I just realized I left my teammate out to dry a little bit there. Trying to lay it down for him. Oops. Ah, man, I boosted a little too much. I was trying to play it online for Panzer. Wow, I did not flip into that at all. Man. Okay, well, everyone's missing, I guess. On fort. I'm still new. I'm trying to do air dribble more. Well, if you're a noob, you should not be learning how to air dribble at all, in my opinion. You should be learning how to aerial. That is all you need to do. Basically, gold and down. Just flick. Yeah, I don't know. I'm playing like a Weenie Hut Jr. right now. Oh, okay. Panzer's a very good player, but I also need to understand he's a twos main, so his brain is not going to be connected. He's going to go for every single ball regardless of where it is. I need to start taking better touches and facilitate him off that. If he's going to chase, then I'm going to need to give him something good to chase on. No contact, classic. Wanted to put that somewhere in the middle. What the? Panzer. Been a while. I mean, people got lives. Understandable. Hopefully you've been doing all right, GTA. Okay, Panzer's going really low on all these challenges. It's a little bit concerning. How's life been for you? Kind of stressful, not gonna lie, but for the most part, pretty good. Could be worse, I guess, is the default saying for that description. Okay, should be able to steal that. Yeah, that's better. You didn't touch it, dude. He positioned right next to him, then he flubbed it. Okay. I understand why I did that, but... Man, I didn't realize that was open. Or at least as much as it was. Oof, dude. I like when I went twos. I feel like I'm going insane on every single one of these games. I gave up one goal, I will admit. That was not good, but... My God, some of these games make me want to scream. What should I do to learn? Because I want to get better. Well, the thing is, if you're trying to play at your rank, as you keep saying... Oh, that's confused the crap out of me. I'm doing this training for my work tomorrow. And the dude who's running it just sent me an email. But the way he phrased it sounded like I missed a class day today. And I was just like, no, it was scheduled for tomorrow. What the frick? And I got really anxious all of a sudden. I was like, oh God. That is a very expensive training I should not be missing. But yeah, if you're like a noob, you should be literally learning just this, where the ball is about right after it bounces, you hit it. So you get height on it. Boop. And ideally, as you get better, you learn how to flip into it. So your front bumper, you lean back, your front flip into it. It's a power shot. I know that sounds really basic, but like a lot of you guys don't do it well. You guys kind of just do this. Yeah. But it's like, literally just, you can just single jump, just time it like bang. And you'll get good shots on target. That's all you need. And then when you're playing, even in midfield, if you just line it up and then just, whoop, that alone will score like 90% of the time in gold. And then obviously beyond that, you just jump, lean back, boost, and then you go up and be able to do that. And I know a lot of you guys are like, oh, you already know how to do that. No, you don't. You know how to jump and boost, but you don't know how to actually aim. That's the practice part. But that's not fun to practice. Well, then enjoy being gold for a very long time, buddy, because you're not going to be able to air dribble if you don't aerial. It's like the metaphor we said earlier. Like if you're trying to climb a ladder, you don't skip 4 rungs at a time and then wonder why it's so hard to climb. You know, like there's bits and pieces you got to do first to make your job a lot easier. If you learn how to aerial first, your job when you eventually do go into air dribbling will be a lot easier. Because knowing how to do something and actually doing it well are 2 very different things. Yeah, keep. Same as school, everything's tough for me. Nah, I'm sorry, GTA. Hockey has a business. Man, this is an issue of when I try to... Let me join? Nope. I don't play with anybody I don't know. I always forget the reason I keep 2s and 3s nowadays, because there's no one playing 3s. It's like the beginning of the season, I'm barely GC3 and there's no lobbies. It's crazy to me. Some guys trying not to pay. Yep. Classic emerging business issue of clients who are just trying to flake on you or do ad orders or debate. Oh, actually, well, blah, 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 blah. And just like, dude, just pay your thing. Everyone hates contractors. Is that Mutinate with Slap? Okay, I was about to say. So I don't know Mutinate still play this game. Put liens on 2 houses? Yeah, get their ass. Gotta repo those cars first. Nope. Yeah, it's crazy to me that people add services in and then just try to dodge on the check. Like, you were not in the position to actually order this service if you couldn't afford it. Plus, you probably, like, you fed them a quote, so it's not like you're, like, just arbitrarily being like, okay, the job's done. Let's say it's this much, and then they're like, what? Like, no, you gave them a price. People hate paying contractors. I mean, that's how it is in esports. It's why I'm kind of relieved I don't have to chase those anymore as much. So it's easier when you just have a contract and they're like, we're paying you this much. It's like, all right, and then you just move on, and that's what you get paid. Whereas, like, you know, in some contractor land, it's you get a You get an agreement, but ultimately they can just choose not to pay you, and there's no repercussion outside of eventually just, you know, going to small claims. That takes forever. A lot of bad actors in esports. It's only the insurance job we do where they don't try to pay. Yeah. Took way too long to go for that one. I'm sorry, I thought he saw that. They see this free money, they just try to pocket it. Like, bro, you gotta pay your insurance, you're gonna drop you and put a lien on your house. Yep. Oh well, I didn't pay it, therefore it doesn't really matter to me. It does. The thing is, you're technically still paying it if the insurance company pays you, and then you're supposed to use it. Like, that's still money you still have to pay. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, though. Yeah, they do hate paying contractors. It's when you just gotta be, you know, you act like honest at first. Well, not honest, but like you act like kind of like considerate at one point. You're like, oh, you know, just as reminders, poking you about this, hee hee hee. And then after a while, then you start being like, okay, well, hopefully everything's all right with you. Anyway, it's been X days, and I'm going to be bringing this to, you know, a judge. Because holy crap, dude. Because like at a certain point, it's like we're well beyond goodwill. We're just like straight up getting taken advantage of. Go to the cheap contractor pocket like 10K. Fun. It's always the worst products. I mean, that is that's the bane of my boss's existence lately. We've been like, we were walking a site the other day, and he kept leaning in and like whispering, and like, my God, dude, this is the worst freaking work I've ever seen in my life. He's like, this is so bad. He's like, this is why we do what we do with quality, because I don't want to be the guy. I want people to walk through a site in the future if they ever try to go to bid for something, and people are like, this work is immaculate. Because he's like, this is just ridiculous. And yeah, it is cheap, but you pay for it. I mean, same with, I remember I used a cheap moving company. It was called Liberty Bell Movers, which I thought okay, if you heard the word Liberty Bell Movers, what would you think that company would be based out of? Philadelphia, right? No, this was in Florida, and I was just like, whatever, because it was the cheapest one that would physically move all my items to where I needed them to go. I asked for them to deliver that thing in like 14 days or something like that. I got all my stuff 90 days later. And the whole time I'm like, yo, can I get like a refund at least? They're like, no. Just like, what? Honestly, the vibe I got out of all the emails and calls that I called them were literally just kind of like, well, maybe you should have gone with someone else if you didn't want to take this long. And I'm like, that's crazy. Not satisfied with their service, so maybe you should have gone somewhere else. Yeah, you're right, I should have gone where they would keep it. Well, the thing is, so they had this big truck that has like doors in the side of the truck, like an 18-wheeler type like truck. And so they would section off multiple moves in that truck. So I would have like a middle section, you know? So they would go across country and I think try to prioritize the drive so they could like get to a location, empty it out, then go on to the next one, and then maybe on the way, if there's a moving client, they could like fill it up and go from there. But the thing is, like, even with that said, I'm like, okay, I understand that maybe it's not gonna be a week and you have to take like an extra week and a half or something to like dig your way out of, you know, whatever weird backwoods navigation you did. But I'm like, 90 days, like, it just in a truck. Literally, I got some of that stuff out. It had cobwebs in my frickin' dish box or whatever. I slept for 2 days on literally like a pile of clothes, and before I went to Walmart and got a futon. to sleep on, and I slept on that for literally 3 months until I actually finally got my mattress delivered. That was a nightmare. I missed that boost, casual. Oh, Master, you're so fat, not in a good way. Yeah, that would happen. I like when you hit off the corner in the middle. On four. Ace pots my move, expensive but convenient. That's the thing, like moving, that's part of the reason I don't want to ever move again, because even if you're doing it all yourself, it's still expensive as hell, like to rent out a U-Haul truck, unless you're moving like in town. I'm talking like, the only time I've ever moved was New York to Tucson, Arizona, Arizona to Chicago, Chicago to Dallas. So like, they were all pretty big moves. So they were like minimum a couple, I think I like the U-Haul was probably like $2,000, $3,000, plus hotels probably like $3,500, $3,800, whatever. Eating up all my frickin' savings. But anyway, yeah, when now that I'm in Dallas, like my lease is up, I learned in December. And I'm kind of debating whether or not I want to move, but I'm like, I don't. Like, I like the place I'm at. The rent's not that bad. Like, if they raise the rent like insane amounts, then yeah, I'm gonna consider it. But like, for the most part, since last year, they didn't raise my rent like at all. So I'm like, okay. First time I've ever lived somewhere they didn't raise my rent. Never losing a mutinate on my team. Yeah, it would also help my teammates to just like lob one right in the middle, right where you guys are able to shoot, but GG regardless. Not gonna cope that hard about that loss. Wow, that's a crazy pass. That is a crazy pass. Crazy! But yeah, I don't ever anticipate me moving. Just because, again, until I get like a ridiculous I have to move, or for a, you know, lovely lady or something. W pass. Thank you, Evan Palmer. Oh no. Deflection was a weirder read than I thought it would be. Dude, we are getting clowned on by players who are half asleep. What are we doing here? Goes upfield with 0 boost. Okay. I didn't even see him arrow in the first one. Oh my god. One of the lightest touch, but then halfway through I realized I was not going to be able to touch that in the way I needed to. Nope. Didn't even see me get the reset, but okay. He says Justin Gate, he's got a yellow tag. It's doomed, dude. He's got the ball and chain on both wrists. Why are you pre-jumping that? God, these people are frickin' disconnected! What are we doing? Okay, I'm gonna take a break and just do this. I am not wasting my time with that right now. That is insane. They literally like threw a ball away and were pre-jumping it with no boost, and our teammate was like, what if I jumped in place and pre-flipped? It's like, no. What if you just touched the ball? It's right there. Can I join up? I do not play with anybody I don't know. In black and white, this decal kind of looks like Spot from Spider-Verse. Across Spider-Verse. I'm a fallow. Your fallow land? Like in a medieval surf way? Excellent. I always wanted a medieval surf in my chat. Oh. I don't know why I turned so rapidly there. No reason. Oh my god. You good? Yeah, we're alright. We're taking a break. We abandoned our threes game. It was I think a duo queue was what we were playing with, and I don't know, duo queues are kind of like rolling the dice on teammates at times, so it's like, that one felt a little playing with someone who's boosted type vibe. Very awkward read. We're playing against like a bunch of players recognized from GC3 SSL, and then we're missing constant reads, we're not rotating correctly. It's just kind of like, I don't know, man. That's just not gonna work. I'd rather take a break, chill, do some rings, and then go back to it once our ban is up. Especially in GC3, beginning of the season, there's a lot of players who are like, hey, I want to see what GC3 is like, and then they queue up with some actual GC3 guy, and it's a C2 on your team, and you're just like, well, that's not how that should work. In twos, I gotta say the boosting is kind of ridiculous. There's a lot of players I get into that have like an SSL tag, but they're like really struggling to like touch the ball at all. Or they'll just like be ball chasing to the point where I'm like, I don't even know if they're even awake or if they're just like asleep on their controller. Oh, it's just a little weird. I do know boosting happens a lot in twos, so that one I'm a bit more confident on. Threes, I think people are just goofing. Okay. You should play Skate 4. You should try shutting your mouth. Yeah, I haven't played Skate yet, actually. I got a buddy Seb and Bass. They're both playing Skate a lot lately. I've heard good things.
If being incredibly sexy was a crime, I'd be in jail. For tax fraud and insider trading. Also, can I get an ice for 69?
Doctor for the tier 2 for 69 months. Nice. Whoop, I took that off. I picked that mic up so quick, I actually dismounted it from its stand. Hold on. What happened to my stand? There we go. Hey, how you doing, Doctor? Turn the fan real quick. Running twos and duos and C1, C2 with SSL ping tags are terrible. I don't get it. I just don't understand. Well, those people are like otherworldly bad. Like if you're playing and you're like a GC1, 2 and you're in GC3, there it's like, it's harder to tell sometimes, but I just kind of get an inkling only because I'm like, these guys are playing so slow that it's like suspicious, or they're missing that much because it looks just that, yike. Voluntary watching the Jets, why would you ever do that? Honestly, Jets are not that bad right now. At least you're not a Dolphins fan. Imagine being a backup on the Dolphins and not being as good as Tua. They have 100, Jets have 105 penalty yards. Bad. So they're really not messing around. All right, I'm gonna try to keep this stream going for at least another 30 minutes or so. I can feel myself slowly losing the will to live, so that normally happens when I solo queue for too long. So we'll see how it goes, chat. Nah. Missed that boost, that's crazy. Well, I also have like work training tomorrow that I need to finish some stuff for, so I'm also not opposed to just ending stream a little earlier. I have a lot to do this week, man. I'm so stressed, dude, with this job. Feels like every week I have to do like another 5 things. Hello, Preston. In what world does that result in me getting demoed? Teammate waiting for that on back post tells me all I need to know about this game. Know the signs of CTE, chat. What are you doing? God. This man is, it's like he's playing on 1,000 ping. What are we doing? He had 4 attempts at 50ing that. He missed all of them. All right, good night, everybody. Holy shit.